Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch on the left. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll call his own number. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Open space at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Fast motion from the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Discards a man. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. touch pass on the jet sweep. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Sparty! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Turns it on in midfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his man. It's McNabb. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down. Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped him.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're coming flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. on 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking off. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Going up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, ooh, if you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
And now on second down for this offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. The back goes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He looks that one in nicely. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll try the run. He's loose at the 15. Can anyone catch him? The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Going for it all. And he's got it! Touchdown, Spartans! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Comes out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The give out of the gun. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Motion from the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them. But you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Running back goes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big move.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen.
These guys aren't human animals. They got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Michigan State! And that one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
On the move. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. It is so hard to stop a drive. When you force a field goal, force the field goal. Don't give them another 1st down. Now try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sparty. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. The tag. And he's going to run it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going up top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Pulls it in. It's Angulo. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're working that left side. And more yards after contact. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's McNabb. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. Looking to move it through the air. He unleashes a long one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's John. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think they can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air, using the quick game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. This is a designed run. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.